Good morning. So I was sitting here looking at videos like I do every morning. Actually, I've been very busy this morning. I gotta tell you guys, my energy levels are up. And I swear, now I need something for my memory. I attribute this to Carlson vitamin D3, which I take one a day, 2,000 IU, and I'm not a healthcare professional. This is what I'm doing for me and my fibromyalgia fatigue, the CFS, ME, whatever you want to call it. Something's changed, even in this dank humidity, which always drags me down. I'm taking one of these a day. And I can't find them anywhere, which is really upsetting. There is a phone number. Here, let me get my magnifying. Where is my magnifying? Oh, here it is. I'm blind as a bat. Look at how thick my glasses are, okay? And these are ultra thin lenses, okay? I still have to use this. There is a phone number, which I'm going to call them. It's called Nature's Way Brands, and it is 1-800-9-NATURE or naturesway.com. And I'm getting more of these, okay? What's in them is pantothenic acid as D-calcium pantothenate. I don't know what that means. It's got choline. It has eleuthero extract root, inositol paba, and then some ingredients for the capsules. And I gotta tell you, I don't know, it took a few weeks, well, about a month or more, because I kept dropping my energy levels. And as I said in a previous video, this is the year of Nikki. I'm in my 4th year of widowhood, and I want to talk about what I need to do, not want to do, what I need to do. So I called my area agency on aging, and they put me in touch with someone to try to get me a mobility scooter. And while we were on, she said, "Would you be interested in any counseling services?" And I said, "You know what? Yeah, I would." When Dennis first died, my head was in no place. I had already been seeing a therapist because the changes that took place in my life were so catastrophic. Losing everything that we worked so hard for 35 years. And then losing my freedom and becoming a caregiver. Stress? She irritated me, though. My last one, she irritated me. And the one after that really irritated me. I'll tell you a little about that after, but if I remember. So yeah, we'll call her Rhonda. And, it was always be grateful, be grateful, be grateful. I was in no frame of mind to be grateful. My ship had sunk, okay? And I was floating around on a log, all right? Figuratively speaking. I didn't need to hear about being grateful. I needed to hear about, how do I survive this? How do I cope? What do I do next? Thank God I've got a good head on my shoulders, and I was able to figure these things out before catastrophe struck. I have no regrets as to what I did in my first year of widowhood, because I had to do it. And I'm so glad I did. The stress is so off of me now. Wow. And while there are other stressors like the van dilemma, I still feel like it just isn't right. Do I really want to put any more money into it? I'm floundering there. And then there's this other part of me, if I could just get well enough, or even if I don't get well enough, I just want to travel, even a little bit. We'll see about that this winter. Money is an issue. Big issue. So that would be holding me back. I could always ask my son for money, but then I have to claim it. And it's just no, I don't have to claim it. I could cheat, sure. But guys, I gotta tell you something. I don't think it's worth it. The stress that hiding things can put on you, it isn't worth it. Forget it. Live simple, live true, okay? That's how I see it. So anyway, what was I saying? Oh, year of Nikki, right. Concentrate. I don't script, so you get what you get. If you're new, hi, welcome and all that stuff. What I want to do with my life now. Okay, so they asked me if I wanted counseling, and I got one, and I did 2 mornings of intake. I think we spent an hour one morning and a half an hour the other morning, and now we're ready to start counseling. And she's like, what are your expectations? And I told her, I said, well, of course, I need better coping mechanisms. I need to address the fact that I use food as comfort and companionship. I just love my sugar. Cake is I remember telling Dennis once, because our marriage was very strained, okay? I'm not going to bull anybody on it, but I still loved him. I mean, passionately, I loved him. And sometimes I hated him passionately too, but that's okay. He knew it. I told him, I hate you, And then he'd make me apologize. He'd make me apologize. He'd follow me all around until I said I'm sorry, in which case I'd have to say, I'm sorry, not. And so, yeah, that was a lot of the relationship. But anyway, what were we talking about? Oh no, I completely lost my way. This is what I hate about phone cameras, is you can't go back and look at what you just recorded and then pick up. No. Okay, so we're talking about the counselor, things I want to work on in my life. So using food as comfort. Okay, I got it. These vitamins are definitely working better. So one of the things is I need better coping mechanisms. That was number one. Dealing with my compulsion to eat. I just want to chew. I want to chew all the time. And that's why I had to stop buying the xylitol gum, because I was chewing it up 500 pieces in 15 days. I don't think you're supposed to have that much xylitol, but I'm not sure. Anyway, so I stopped buying that because $45 in 15 days, I can't afford that. And I can't stop. I just can't stop. I'm like, okay, I'm going to put 10 of these out and no more. Next thing you know, I'm looking for 10 more. So anyway, compulsive behaviors. I want to deal with that. I told her, I keep reading as widows, we're supposed to create a new life. How do I do that? I need to figure out how do I build this new happy life? I don't feel happy. I'm incredibly sad. I have happy times and happy moments, but the majority of the time I'm sitting in this chair thinking, this sucks. So how can I be happier? I don't know how to proceed. What should that look like? What would a happy solo Nikki life look like? My dreams have been stolen from me. I wanted to travel in a van, and I can barely get in and out of the damn thing because of my back and hip problem. And what do I do? I'm not sure. A viewer and a friend mentioned to me about she likes to watch City Van Life, the guy named Chrome, and Chrome has his friend named Jeffy Bear who just had his legs amputated, and he's traveling in a van. Now I think he has a house too, but I'm not sure because I have a really hard time staying with him in his videos, so I can't get a good picture of where he's at. But I'm thinking, there's people, and there's another woman in a wheelchair vanning around. But my van isn't reliable. So my number one issue would be that anyway. But that was my dream. And it still is, believe it or not. I want to go places. As a matter of fact, this fall, I really want to go back to what I call home. And that would be New Hampshire, Maine, Vermont. That's my old stomping grounds. And I'm not sure that I should. Can I be honest? Because there's so many memories, and it's like swallowing a bowling ball once I'm there. It's like I can't breathe, you know? It hurts so bad, and I'm not sure if I'm really in any state of mind. So I'm thinking to myself, okay, so I have Florida, which I haven't seen most of. That's the truth. I'd like to see some of Florida. Maybe this winter, you know, as I'm trying to address my van issue. And, you know, the last guy said, no, we're just going to tighten up the tie rod. And, well, now the wheel was nice and tight, my steering wheel, and now it's loose again. And there's still the shaking. And he said, hey, you know, your front end, your control arms, they're not that bad. It's not like they're broken, but they're really worn. Yeah, well, that's why I'm having all these issues, and it's a $2,000 job. And so, you know, my head is like, the engine doesn't sound nice. It's kind of, you know, it's just not a nice van sound. And I know vans because I drove them for years with my husband, Dennis. Towing campers, towing cargo trailers. I've done it all in a van, okay? And I've driven 26-foot moving vans. Yeah, to get down here. I did what I had to do. And pretty darn proud of myself for doing it, you know? No fear, guys. No fear. And I think that's like going to be my, I'm sorry, I have to adjust. It's going to be my war cry for the 4th year of widowhood. No fear. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to address my issues. I'm going to figure out my life. And I need to know who am I? That's my biggest question. I was wife, mother, business partner. Then I became caregiver, empty nester, senior citizen, now disabled senior citizen. And but that isn't who I am right now. Still a senior citizen and still disabled, sure, but there's more to Nikki than that, and I need to figure out who I am, what I want. I don't have a clue. Everything I wanted has been stolen from me. It's gone. Not retrievable. Nobody can fix this. Maybe I can fix this. I want to find out if I can. And, you know, there's always fear. It's always like, okay, so if I start my own business, and I really do want to do that, but I got to make sure this energy issue is fixed, because I've had days in which I'm gone, you know, and I haven't had one of those since starting the B stress formula, and the vitamin D mixed together seems to be a very good combination for me. Don't give up, guys. If you have an issue, research. What is the root causing your issue? And you know, I just was like, I wonder what's new on fibromyalgia. What are they discovering? And when they talked about mitochondria, I'm like, light went on. Mitochondria, okay. How can I fix my mitochondria? So I'm reading all these articles, and then I see all these vitamins, and I'm like, those look familiar. I think I have some of them in my multiplicity. I have so many vitamins. It's a mountain, okay? Here I go again, spending money on vitamins, but this time it was there for me. And I said, you know what? I'm going to try this combination and see. I'm going to give it a real try, several months. But in a month, I've seen the results. Yeah, I have videos I never published because they were so sad and pathetic of me suffering from fibromyalgia. And I'm going to tell you something, if in 6 months from now, the fatigue is gone, the pain isn't, okay? No, pain, I got it. But if the fatigue is gone, I'm going to publish one of those videos so you can see the extreme suffering I've gone through. So I have hope. At least there's that hope that I have enough energy to move forward now. Now I know I'm coming in and out of depression, you know. Not thank God, not so deep and dark as to say I need drugs for it. No, I am not a big believer in pharmaceuticals. I'm sorry. Just turn on your TV and watch some of the commercials for, this may cause bleeding from your ears, heart attack, stroke, death, kidney failure. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. Yeah, no, I'm not going there. Years ago, before I went through menopause, pardon me guys, my depression was deep and dark. I'm telling you, sinister. And they tried me on every SSNRI, RI, and I don't know. They tried both sides. The ones that create serotonin and the ones that do something else. I'm not sure because that was a long time ago. And no, they didn't agree with me. They gave me severe suicidal ideology right off the bat. First pill. That afternoon, I'm like, I'm hearing voices. I'm hearing myself talk to myself, only it ain't me. Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah, after trying like 10 different ones, the doctor was like, yeah, let's not go there. And I'm like, yeah, let's not. And, my husband was dead against it. My late husband, in the get-go, he didn't like the idea at all. Because we always tried to use natural medicine, homeopathy and whatnot. But sometimes when you're in the throes of something, you really can't pinpoint your own cure, I just hit it lucky this time with the B complex. And if it's a placebo, I'll take it. Because I'm like, this could be placebo effect, and I better not count on this long range. But it's working. So, right, so back to what I want to do in counseling now. And I'm ready for it. I'm ready for change within me, heart, mind, and soul. So I'm ready to push forward. It took 3 years. And I'm not going to tell you that I don't still have moments of mourning. I do. I've had a couple of days in which it's just like, I'm alone. I don't like it. But it's where I'm at. And I have to learn, how can I make this happen? I really wanted to travel with my cousin Linda. And I told her, Linda, you've got to get better. You've got to do this, this, and that. And then, yeah, I'd like to get it. She had the ability to go get, an RV, a motorhome. Someone was going to co-sign for her. And I said, yeah, I'll drive. I'll travel with you. I said, but you've got to resolve this issue that you have. I'm not going to enable you. And I'm not going to go into what the whole situation was. And, well, I haven't heard from her since. No. That was my last hope. I'm going to have my best cousin. We were tight when we were young, okay? Really tight. And I thought her and I, great, we'll travel, we'll do it together. We'll visit her family, we'll visit my family, we'll see some of the nation. That's not going to happen. So now I got to figure out something else. And that's the whole thing, you know. How do I do this? How do I do this? I'm just not sure. So, but I know I want to do it, okay? I still know that I want to go see some stuff. I loved Colorado. I need to walk better. So my weight is a big issue, and I told her, I said, I've got to lose this weight. I've got to figure out how to love myself, how to care for myself, how to make me more important than a cookie, piece of cake, a potato chip, a French fry. I need to love Nikki, and I need to take care of Nikki now. I have been taking care of people since I was 4 years old, okay? It started with my disabled brother Joey. I was expected to keep him occupied, keep him happy at the tender age of 4. And when I turned my back for 1 minute and he went tumbling off the porch stairs onto concrete, I was blamed for that, you know. I was just a 4-year-old, you know, and I was right there with him. But that's the way it goes, you know, when you're little and just when you're human. And so from the age of 4, I've been taking care of people. And now I can take care of me, and I don't know how. Talk about crazy. I don't know how to take care of me. I need to learn. Hello? I need to learn to take care of Nikki. So that's where I'm at. Entering my 4th year of widowhood. Just the start of it, you know? And hard to believe it's been 3 years, but sometimes it feels like 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Well, that's what I'm concentrating on. Those are my goals. She's going to make an IEP or whatever the heck you call it, and we're going to discuss it, and every 6 months we're going to review what we've done, where we're at, and I have goals and plans and a life to figure out. My life as a widow, as a single woman, in my 60s. 66? Only 4 years to 70? No! I hate aging. I don't like it. I'm unhappy with it. It's like, wow, how do I navigate my aging life? Your head is still in its 20s, and your body says, no, you ain't. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And because I've gone 23 minutes, I think that's enough. We'll talk more about this later, what I'm trying to do. And I've got a bunch of stuff done today. I scoured my sink. I vacuumed crumbs away from my little Lazy Susan cabinet, turnstile like. I've washed my rugs. I've washed the kitchen floor, and I'm going to do it one more time because I didn't like the way it came out. So OCD. And then I'm going to, when I hang up with you, I'm going to go and do my bathroom floor. I'm going to clean her all up and put my clean rug down for the bathroom, and a little bit of vacuuming here and there, and it feels good to be able to do things again. I can't believe it. I actually want to do these things, and I gotta tell you, my low back starts saying, ah, and then I have to stop, and I come back here, and I'm sitting on my heating pad as we speak. I'm sitting on it, and I have part of it come across my sacrum and the rest of it down on my butt cheeks, because that's where a lot of pain is in my hip joints. And yeah, it feels so warm and good because I got the AC on like at 70, and so it comes on at 72 and then comes down to 70, and it's a little chilly because I'm really close to the AC unit, and the way this AC is set up, it's messed up, really messed up, but that's okay. You can't keep the temperature the same in the whole place. In the kitchen, way warmer. In the bedroom, And the living room, freezing. I usually have a sweater on, but I got sitting on my heating pad. That'll do me for now. So yeah, okay, so that's the end of my story, and now I'm at 25 minutes and seconds counting, and I love you all. Thanks for being here. If you made it through the end of this video, you're a widow. You might be a new widow. Bless your heart. Oh, I gotta tell you, the first few years, they're hell. But you can do it. You're strong. Look how far you've come, and you've made it to where you are now. And I believe in you, and I believe in me. And if you're a divorced person, if you're just single, if you're, whatever, you can do it. You can have your best life ever. Yeah, even into our 60s, into our 70s. Let's make our lives better, and let's help others on the way. I hope this video has helped you. It certainly helps me. I get to think about what it is I want, and I get to verbalize it, and later if I want, I can go back and watch my own videos. That's what I really love about this, is I can look at where I've been, where I'm at now, and where I'm going. Talk to y'all later. Bye.